Hey guys, today I'm here with my 1994 Kohler Wellworth Lite. A lot of people were asking why I haven't set this up yet, and that's just because the tank was actually on my Kohler Highline down in the basement, and that's where it's going to be after I finish getting all these videos done. And yeah, you might have noticed that it is leaking. I'm going to fix that before I move on to the other videos, but for now, just ignore it. If you look around YouTube, you will see this is definitely the most hated on Kohler Wellworth generation by far. It's also the most hated Kohler flushing system. And it's obvious why. The performance isn't great, the bull rinse isn't great, it doesn't really have anything going for it in that sense. But it is the most unique generation of Kohler Wellworth for several reasons. It's the only one to have that really weird, super tall tank that it doesn't really look right. Maybe we're all just used to the current tanks that Wellworths have. Maybe if they'd stuck with this one, maybe we'd be more used to it, but I don't know. It just looks weird to me, and it's the only Wellworth that came with that. They also decided to do the side siphon jet channels really weird. It looks like the channels that they use on their pressure assist models, so that's pretty unique. It was the first time they did this style trapway where it comes around kind of like an early version of the trapway that they use on the Class 5 models, but not quite, obviously. But it's pretty similar in how it functions. They also decided to feed the rim jets through the side, so all the water that feeds the rim comes through these side channels. If you look in the inlet on one of these, there are two upper holes on either side, then a bottom hole. That bottom hole feeds the side siphon jet channels, and those two top ones go to either side of the rim. And that's probably why it takes a couple seconds for the water to reach the back, because I don't think any water actually comes through the center right there like on a normal toilet. Obviously, this is also the only Kohler Wellworth so far that has a siphon jet at the bottom of the trapway, which is pretty unique. I think that that's a pretty interesting design choice for a modern toilet. They certainly didn't have to do that. There are a couple other modern toilets that did similar siphon jets, like a Gerber AquaSaver, but those were made in a slightly different way. You can tell that this one is a cleanly punched hole, where those are actually formed by either side of the mold. But who knows, we might end up seeing a trapway like this again on a Wellworth, since Kohler seems to be making more and more new toilets in their current lineup that have siphon jets down there. At the time of making this video though, I believe they only do that in one-piece toilets, and I know they've been doing it for years in Asia already, in their various markets over there, but maybe they'll do some two-piece models and maybe bring it to the Wellworth, who knows. But as of right now, this is the only Kohler Wellworth that has it. We'll give a quick look at the front here. These, I don't know why they're like this, but these seem to have really random build quality. If you look closely here, you'll see some ridges that you wouldn't see on any other generation of Wellworth, except maybe the first few from the 30s and 40s. The trapways all have a slightly different shape, it seems. And you'll notice other things too. Let me see. Basically just weird lumps and shapes. The siphon jet's kind of, I don't think it's picking it up on camera. Maybe you can see the one back here. But yeah, anyway, these seem to have really weird build quality issues that you wouldn't expect. And with all of that being said, I'm gonna end this video with a flush. Hopefully this is still 1.6. That flapper's kind of random, but I'm gonna hope. yeah, you can see that wasn't very impressive. We'll see how it compares to the rest of the Kohler lineup. I will see you guys in the next video.